Good evening, everyone. Tonight, we are celebrating the outstanding academic achievements of the students inducted today as they make their way into the National Honor Society. I would like to welcome Mrs. Kavanaugh to start the ceremony.
Honored guests, esteemed faculty, proud parents, and most importantly, the exceptional students that are gathered here today, it is truly an honor and a privilege to stand before you as we celebrate the induction ceremony for the National Honor Society. This evening is a testament to the hard work, dedication, and outstanding character displayed by you, these students, who've been selected to join this prestigious organization. I want to extend my sincerest gratitude to Mrs. Bailey and Mrs. Wisniewskis, the NHS advisors, and to the NHS Faculty Council for their dedication and their commitment to supporting our students and ensuring the integrity of our chapter. I also want to thank the extraordinary faculty and staff of Oliver Ames, our school committee and our central office team, particularly Dr. Cabral and Mrs. Pruitt, who are here with us tonight, and all of those who contribute to making this school an environment where students can explore their passions, stretch their understanding of the world, and excel. Could you please give them a quick round of applause? Thank you. The National Honor Society represents the epitome of academic excellence, leadership, service, and character, its pillars. Each inductee before us has not only excelled in their studies, but has demonstrated a commitment to making a positive impact on their community. Today, we acknowledge your embodiment of the core values of both the Easton Public School and the National Honor Society. Academic excellence. Inductees, your commitment to intellectual pursuits, academic growth and integrity, and your perseverance in the face of challenges has brought you to this moment. Wear your pin, remembering that this is not just a symbol of your current academic achievement, but a commitment to a lifetime of learning and intellectual growth. Leadership. True leaders inspire others not only through words, but more importantly, through your actions. Inductees, you've already shown your ability to lead by example, to motivate your peers, and effect positive change. Wear your pin as a symbol of what you will accomplish in the future as leaders focused on inclusivity, responsibility, and collaboration. Service. Your willingness to give your time, skills, and energy to make a difference in the lives of others has not gone unnoticed. Through your service, you demonstrate that the true measure of success is the impact you have on the lives of those around you. Wear your pin as a promise to continue to be the agents of positive change and compassion. Character. Your integrity, honesty, and ethical conduct sets you apart. As you join the National Honor Society and don your pin, let character be a guiding light, inspiring others to follow in your footsteps. In closing, I want to take time to congratulate each and every inductee for their remarkable achievements and commend the parents, teachers, and mentors who have played a vital role in shaping these outstanding individuals. As you embark on this new chapter as members of NHS, remember that you carry not only the responsibility of the present, but the hopes of the future. May your journey be filled with continued success, purpose, and fulfillment that comes from a life of dedication to scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Congratulations. Your future is bright, as is the future of Oliver Ames with you as our leaders. Thanks, everybody.
The membership of the Oliver Ames chapter of the National Honor Society has been earned by the effective demonstration of the 4 qualities held in high esteem by the Society. 4 of our members will review the qualities for the candidates. The scholarship pillar will now be read by Treasurer Sophie West.
Scholarship. Scholarship means a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and study, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for education ends only with the end of life. Knowledge is one great element in life, which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past, and the light which illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship.
The service pillar will now be read by the Vice President, Angie Alphonse.
Service can be described in various ways. In the routine of the day's work, many opportunities arise to help others. Willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or without recognition is the quality we seek in our membership. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities to the creation of a better tomorrow.
The character pillar will now be read by the Secretary, Joyce Riyad.
Character. Character is the force within each individual which differentiates that person from others. It gives one individuality. It's that without which no one can respect oneself, nor hope to attain the respect of others. It's this force of character which guides one through life, and when once developed, grows steadily. Character is achieved and not received. It's a product of constant action and daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be in reality what we wish to appear to others. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we may hope to prove by example that we value character.
I, the President, Tim Nguyen, will now read the pillar of leadership. Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking the initiative in class and in school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others to attain the same objective. The price of leadership is sacrifice. The willingness to yield one's personal interests for the interests of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a country, they are ineffectual without a guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed, thus to lead is a substantive charge to each of our members. The corresponding secretary, Ariel Gao, and the treasurer will now read the names of the inductees.
Olivia Petrillo. Olivia is a senior who is eager for her upcoming future at college. Liv is dedicated to working hard and being friendly to everyone. She's involved in several clubs, her favorite being the We Do Care Club, where she serves as the vice president. Outside of school, Liv spends much of her time working at White's Bakery as well as babysitting 2 times a week. In the future, she looks forward to becoming a nurse so that she could continue to give back to those in need. Callie Pushkar. Callie is a senior who is so excited to see what her future holds. She has been an active member of the OA gymnastics team for 3 years and also participates in clubs outside of school. She loves working with kids as a gymnastics coach and babysits several times a week. She loves being creative and is striving to become a hairstylist and follow her goal of eventually opening up her own salon. Jiva Segarin. Jiva Segarin is a senior who would like to complete his high school chapter by engaging himself in a multitude of activities. He is co-founder/president of Oliver Ames Aviation Club, and he often attends meetings at the Multicultural Club as well. Much of his time is spent at work or preparing for his future in college. Cameron Texera. Cameron Texera is a senior who is working hard to move on to college. She is a 2-year player on the varsity golf team and also serves as treasurer of the We Do Care Club. Much of her time out of school is spent going to the gym, babysitting, or working. In the future, she looks forward to pursuing a degree in accounting. Anastasia Athenides. Anastasia is co-president of Gender and Sexuality Alliance. She is a part of Oliver Ames Marching Men's Color Guard and has performed in the musical. She is also a frequent participant in executive board and has been a Girl Scout for many years. Ava Barth. Ava is co-leader of the School on Wheels Club and volunteers for the organization outside of school. She's also a member of the DECA Club at OA. She plays for the OA volleyball and tennis teams and was elected as a captain for the 2024 volleyball season. In addition, Ava volunteers at her church and spent time in West Virginia over the summer volunteering with the Appalachian Service Project. Emily Bolio. Emily is involved in many clubs and activities such as varsity tennis and field hockey, ADL peer leaders, Model Senate, and School on Wheels. Outside of school, she works as a lifeguard, babysits, and volunteers in her free time. She's excited to give back to her community and be a member of NHS. Abigail Borden. Abby is a student council representative at Oliver Ames, as well as an ADL peer leader. Abby has also been a member of the OA girls tennis team since freshman year. In addition, she's involved with many clubs such as Model Senate and School on Wheels. Outside of school, she's been dancing for 14 years, as well as being a co-leader of a dance camp over the summer. Ella Calisi. Ella volunteers at her church for multiple events, and this past summer, she went to West Virginia on the Appalachian Service Project to help homeowners in need. She's been a Girl Scout since first grade, has gotten her silver award, and has served her community through multiple troop projects. In school, she's a member of the Tri-M Honor Society and has been a longtime member of the OA Concert Band and Jazz Band on the flute. Ella is also a 2-season athlete on the OA girls tennis team. Colleen Carey. Colleen is involved in many groups at Oliver Ames, such as the School Musical, 84 Club, Anatomy Club, Tri-M, and Panache, of which she is the dance captain. She additionally spends her time working, dancing, and volunteered at a camp this summer where she helped take care of younger kids. Franklin Chen. Franklin is a junior who plays clarinet and tenor saxophone in various bands. He also participates in sports and activities such as tennis, DECA, drone design, and co-runs Investment Club. He enjoys helping others whenever possible, whether tutoring on a subject or giving directions at the airport. Jared Cohen. Jared is a student council member and a member of DECA and the Aviation Club. He is also a part of the wrestling team. He takes pride in giving back to the community and having a reputation of a good student. Colin Costello. Colin plays on the Oliver Ames varsity baseball team and the Oliver Ames golf team. Colin is also a member of the Oliver Ames Jazz Band and the Investment Club. Colin is always willing to work his hardest and help out his peers. James Cremens. James is the founder of the Oliver Ames Powerlifting Club Chapter 2. He participates in football, rugby, computer science club, biology club, and robotics. Through his clubs and activities, he hopes to create an environment for body positivity and health. Outside of school, he volunteers with We Do Care, the Widows organization here in Easton, and many other organizations and small businesses. Bryn Cushing. Bryn has participated in the OA cross country and track programs for 3 years. She's also a member of the biology club and enjoys volunteering with different programs. Outside of school, she's a certified lifeguard who teaches swim lessons at a summer camp and strives to have a positive impact on the children she teaches. Piper Cushing. Piper has been a member of the OA cross-country team as well as both the winter and spring track teams for the past 3 years. She's a member of the media club, and outside of school, she enjoys volunteering with the Easton community in order to give back. She has also spent the past 2 summers working as a lifeguard and teaching swim lessons for children at a summer camp. Kira Delamere. Kira is a captain of the winter cheerleading team and has been elected as captain of the fall team for next season. She is a member of many clubs and organizations at OA, such as DECA and Envirothon. Additionally, she's a competitive dancer who spends time volunteering to teach dance to children ages 3 to 7. She also enjoys volunteering at many other organizations to give back to her community. Patrick DeLugri. Patrick is a 3-sport student athlete playing football, hockey, and baseball. He is also a member of Best Buddies and the Aviation Club. Over the summer, he volunteered at multiple youth sports camps and helped some of his former teachers set up their classrooms. Robert Dobbin. Robbie is a 3-year varsity starter on the wrestling team. He would like to become captain of that team and become president of the school's DECA club. He's an avid member of Pushing to Recognize Veterans in our community, with help setting up for the Veterans Appreciation event at Smith Farm. Patrick Dolan. Patrick participates in varsity golf and tennis. He is also a member of the Investment Club, DECA, and co-founder of Disc Golf Club. Outside of school, he plays club tennis and fights hunger in our community by raising over 1,200 pounds of food for those in need this Thanksgiving. Gianna Earl. Gianna is a 2-sport athlete, participating in both soccer and lacrosse. For clubs, she is involved with Active Minds, Spanish Club, Biology Club, and Anatomy Club. Outside of school, she volunteers her time regularly with the Lions Club and Easton Youth Soccer and Lacrosse programs. Alexander Aframides. Alex is a starter on the tennis team and is involved in the music department as part of the chorus. He also acts in musicals in and out of school. He's a part of the school's Spanish club and investment club. He is also a part of his church's youth group where he often volunteers. Lynn L. Hayek. Lynn has been a part of the Oliver Ames girls soccer program for the last 3 years. She also participates in clubs such as DECA, Best Buddies, and Anatomy Club. Outside of school, Lynn gives back to the community by volunteering at her church. Hannah Farber. Hannah is a dedicated athlete and musician. She plays varsity singles for the OA girls tennis team and enjoys participating in club tennis at Brown Balone Club. Off the court, she plays clarinet in band and piano and jazz band. She has recently started volunteering at the Mansfield Animal Shelter every Saturday and is excited to continue her work there. Benjamin Feeney. Ben is the class vice president of the executive board and hopes to retain the position next year. He enjoys wrestling for the school team and his club team. He has volunteered for the Pan Mass Challenge, My Brother's Keeper, and Mr. Holland's Summer Sports Camp. Abigail Fisher. Abby is an active member of both the fall and winter cheer teams. She currently works at Langwater Farm and helps out her family by babysitting her 2-year-old sister several days a week after school. Additionally, she has spent hours volunteering in our own community at the YMCA and Ames Free Library, along with participating in service projects for the Boston Public Schools students and for the missionaries of the Augustinians of the Assumption. Rhea Fisher. Rhea has participated in the Oliver Ames soccer program for the last 3 years and has helped coach young kids during the summer. She's also volunteered with the Best Buddies program for the past 5 years and created a fundraiser to benefit Special Olympics MA. Through this fundraiser, Rhea was the recipient of the Community Impact Award. Deanna Flaherty. Deanna is a 3-season athlete participating in soccer, winter track, and lacrosse. In addition, she is a part of the Bio Club and Model Senate. She's co-founder of the Anatomy Club at the high school. She also helps out for the Easton Youth Lacrosse program in the spring. Cade Fowler. Cade is a member of the OA baseball program, American Legion baseball program, and the OA winter track program. Cade is a member of the investment club and a co-founder of the disc golf club. He's volunteered at the Festival of Trees and at both of Mr. Holland's summer sports camps. Gianluca Garofolo. Luca has participated in multiple music-related after-school activities, including marching band, jazz band, and the musical pit band. He is also creating a presentation for his Honors Applied Learning project that intends on introducing younger students, ranging from elementary to high school, about neuroscience, in hopes of inspiring them to become scientists, too. In addition to academics, he participates in the charity Lasagna Love, in which he cooks and delivers food to families who struggle to afford food on a weekly basis. Emma Gavin. Emma has been a part of the Oliver Ames girls varsity soccer team for the past 3 years. She is currently a student council representative and helps plan and organize school-wide events and fundraisers. Additionally, she is a co-founder of a fundraiser for Special Olympics, and for these efforts received the 2022 Special Olympics Community Impact Award. Hannah Gauthier. Hannah founded her own nonprofit organization called Bracelets for Better, which has helped Boston Children's Hospital and the Brockton Homeless Shelter, among others. She is a part of the Oliver Ames softball team, We Do Care, and the Tri-M Honor Society. Jacqueline Gilbride. Jacqueline is a dedicated member of her community through her strive to help others. Outside of school, she enjoys volunteering at a local animal shelter, participating in sports, and helping younger children in her neighborhood. Braylon Graham. Braylon is a 3-season varsity track and cross-country athlete and will be a captain for the 2024 season. She passionately participates in the Oliver Ames Active Minds chapter dedicated to destigmatizing mental health. She's a member of the Student Advisory Council and works alongside the school committee. Braylon has been a certified lifeguard for the past 2 years and teaches swim lessons to kids ages 3 to 8. Jared Grant. Jared is a proud member of the Iron Tigers robotics team. He's passionate about STEM and its related fields. He's volunteered for multiple sessions of robotics and STEM training for the younger children of OA. He enjoys volunteer work that helps younger students either by introducing them to team building activities through robotics or working with RMK to increase tolerance and understanding of others. Lily Griffith. Lily is a member of the Oliver Ames Music Department, participating in the Oliver Ames Marching Band as a part of the Drumline, Tri-M Music Honor Society, and the Show Choir Pit and Jazz Combo. She's been a Girl Scout for 12 years, helping the community and the Easton Service Unit with events. She also volunteers for the Easton Music Parents Organization and Easton Women of Today. She's been participating in art classes outside of school for 11 years, helping younger students and the teacher, Mrs. Smith. Caroline Hansen. Caroline is a part of many clubs and organizations at OA, including School on Wheels Club, Anatomy Club, and Peer Leaders. She's played volleyball at OA for 3 years and plays club volleyball outside of school. She volunteered over the summer at the library where she worked with younger kids and at a clinic where she taught kids how to play volleyball. Julia Hansen. Julia is a 3-season varsity athlete, competing in field hockey, winter, and spring track. She participates in Active Minds, serves as an elected student council representative, and participated as an orientation leader over the summer. Julia has also played violin for the past 12 years and actively participates in OA's orchestra. Outside of school, she gives back to the community by volunteering and working as a floor manager at Easton Children's Museum. Ava Hartman. Ava is a member of the Oliver Ames Active Minds Club and participates in spring track. Outside of school, Ava is committed to giving back to the community as she works with various local children's organizations. She actively volunteers for the Soul Project, dedicated to uplifting young girls. Ava also leads classes for the Inclusion Youth Program, where she works to create an inclusive environment for children with disabilities. Abigail Holmes. Abigail is a dedicated member of the Drama Club and has been for the past 3 years. She is also an active artist, taking art every year and appreciating the class greatly. Outside of school, she continues her work in acting, theater, singing, and dance by performing in several shows a year and student directing several more. She actively volunteers, coaching children in voice and acting. Vi Huynh. This is Vi's 4th year in America, and with all of her dedication and hard work, she maintains to keep up with academics, even with English as her second language. Vi is a member of multicultural Leo clubs and DEI Student Advisory Council. Outside of school, she enjoys playing piano, singing, as well as helping out with the children choir at a local church. She also loves volunteering at My Brother's Keeper and the Mansfield Food Pantry. Victoria Jutska. Victoria is an active member in the Oliver Ames Music Department, participating in jazz band, marching band, and Tri-M Music Honor Society. She also participated in Oliver Ames ski team for 3 years, as well as snowboarding and skiing on her own time for 10 years. During her time outside of school, she has been a hard worker at a Family Friends restaurant and enjoyed volunteering for a school summer camp where she supervised kids and their activities. Kian Kabir. Kian is a 2-year varsity ski team athlete, as well as a member of a competitive mountain bike race team outside of school. He's also the mechanical design captain for the robotics team. He helped raise money for the organization KISEM to help the families of cancer patients. Lily Kerr. Lily is a 2-sport athlete at OA, participating in both girls soccer and lacrosse. She is also a member of OA's Anatomy Club. Outside of school, she dedicates her time to community service through her work in the Blue Hills chapter of the National Charity League. Joseph Kidd. Joseph is an active member of the OA science team, and he strives for consistent academic success. He also works to serve his neighbors and community through his commitment to helping his peers unconditionally.
Taylor Lawless. Taylor has participated in Oliver Ames soccer and track programs since her freshman year. She dedicates her time to OA's Anatomy Club, Bio Club, and Sign Language Club, as well as hopes to become involved with HOSA. Outside of school, Taylor made contributions to Easton's Human Rights Committee and the Joshua K. Foundation to help create a more positive and welcoming community. Z. Leach. Z is an active member of the Oliver Ames Music Department, performing in the show choir, concert choir, chamber orchestra, and musical. They've also been a member of the drama club since freshman year and have stage managed and acted. Z enjoys volunteering with Cat Canton Rescue and Special Olympics classes in and around Easton. They hope to grow as a leader within their community through these activities and the ADL peer leaders at Oliver Ames. Hannah Lee. Hannah is a section leader of the Oliver Ames Orchestra and plays in the OA Chamber Orchestra. She volunteered at the library this past summer and enjoys helping out the younger orchestras. She participates in the Student Council, Tri-M Music Honor Society, and track. Poochie Luo. Poochie is heavily involved with music, being a section leader in marching band, a member of Tri-M, a jazz pianist in school, and a classical one out of school. He has been an active member of the Iron Tigers robotics software team and is also a member of the OA swim team. Out of school, he has been offering free math tutoring at the Ames Free Library for about a year. Nathaniel Mazuka. Nathaniel is a 3-year member of the Oliver Ames soccer program, as well as a participant in club soccer outside of school. In addition, he has been an active member of the Iron Tigers robotics team, where he helps design and construct the robot. Over the summer, he volunteered at the local Ames Free Library and looks to become an engineer in the future. Erin Burrow. Erin is a member of Oliver Ames We Do Care Club and Student Council. Outside of school, she works with the YMCA, plays club volleyball, and volunteers weekly at a local social group that helps middle schoolers create lasting friendships. Karina Burrow. Karina is part of Oliver Ames Student Council and peer leaders. Outside of school, she plays club volleyball, babysits, volunteers with a middle school group that emphasizes friendship and inclusivity, and also works at the after-school program at the YMCA. Additionally, this past summer, she worked at an all-girls summer camp where she directed campers ages 4 through 14 in activities that focused on leadership and STEM. Addison McDonough. Addison is one of the captains of the OA Swim and Dive team. Outside of school, she volunteers for the Special Olympics program. She's a certified lifeguard and enjoys teaching children how to swim at a summer camp. Addison also has been with her dance company for 12 years. Isha Murchia. Isha is class president and has been a class officer for the past 3 years. Some clubs that she participates in are Student Council, DECA, Envirothon, the 84, and UNICEF Club. Outside of school, Isha is a competitive dancer at TDS Dance Company and has danced there for the past 13 years. Jackson Mercieri. Jackson is a student athlete who volunteers in local community events and charities such as My Brother's Keeper and the Love for Lindley Foundation. He's part of Advancement Club and is a 3-year varsity soccer player for OA and hopes to lead the team as a captain next season. He also volunteers weekly in the Easton Youth Soccer League in the fall, inspiring young kids to build a passion for the beautiful game. Mackenzie Merrill. Mackenzie is a 2-season athlete at OA. She's part of the swim team in the winter and is the captain of the spring track and field team, where she throws a discus and javelin. Mackenzie is a certified lifeguard and works at a summer camp to teach swim lessons to children ages 3 through 8. She's also an assistant coach to the Easton Girls Softball League. Samantha Meyer. Samantha is a member of the OA Careers Club and participates in spring track. Outside of school, she spends her time working and volunteering within her community. Samantha volunteers at the YMCA, where she devotes her time to helping a group of middle schoolers build connections with each other. Marvel Nemmer. Marvel Nemmer is a 2-season athlete in track and tennis. She's a passionate advocate for change through her role as a non-voting student representative on the school committee, elected student council representative, Best Buddies board member, president of Careers Club, DEI board member, and chair of Easton Wings of Hope. Furthermore, she is an active member of the music department, as a section leader in both orchestra and chamber orchestra, and treasurer of the Tri-M Honor Society. Tu Nguyen. Tu spends her time after school as co-president to Biology Club, Book Club, and Medium. Along with that, she is a musician, playing the violin in the chamber orchestra and participating in the Color Guard for the OA Marching Band. To give back to her community, she volunteers at the Ames Free Library and Paperback Junction to spread her passion for reading. Sean O'Rourke. Sean is heavily involved in the Oliver Ames music department, participating in the musical, marching band, jazz band, show choir, as well as being a member of Tri-M. He has also earned his 2nd-degree black belt in karate and has been practicing martial art for 8 years. Caitlin Peliquin. Caitlin is the vice president of the Oliver Ames Sign Language Club. She is also a stage manager for the OA Drama Club, as well as being a longtime member of Girl Scouts. Rachel Reardon. Rachel plays lacrosse at OA, and while out of school, participates in other activities such as skiing. She is a co-creator of the Jewish Culture Club and is also part of Diversity, Equity, Inclusion Advisory Board Council, Peer Leaders, and DECA, and has competed for Envirothon. Outside of school, Rachel helps out the Easton Youth Lacrosse Program throughout the spring and has volunteered at camps to help younger children over the past summer. Anthony Rhodes. Anthony plays on the OA basketball and golf teams. He plays AAU basketball in the fall and spring. He also helps out in various basketball camps and clinics, helping younger kids learn and improve. This summer, Anthony tutored kids from Trinity Catholic in Brockton who struggled in math and English and helped them get ready for this upcoming year. Avery Rivers. Avery is an elected student council representative and a 3-season varsity OA athlete of cross country, in which she has been elected a 2024 captain, gymnastics, and spring track and field. Along with OA sports, she also participates in club gymnastics all year long since she was 4 years old. Avery volunteers in and out of school programs and works with kids as a babysitter and teacher of gymnastics, along with swim lessons as a certified lifeguard. Evelyn Robinson. Evelyn is a 2-season athlete at OA, participating in lacrosse and soccer. She is also a member of DECA and volunteered as an orientation leader over the summer. Outside of school, Evelyn assists the Easton Youth Lacrosse program throughout the winter and spring. Aaliyah Rodriguez. As part of the Cape Verdean community, Aaliyah hopes to be able to spread her culture, build relationships, and inspire youth to do the same as she works and leads activities with children ages 8 through 11 outside of school, and brings awareness to their struggles through her academics, specifically in a short documentary she produced regarding children's struggles. She hopes this will guide in legally defending children as a family service lawyer in the future. Summer Silverman. Summer is a 3-sport varsity athlete, competing in field hockey, swim, and lacrosse at Oliver Ames, along with doing club field hockey outside of school in the winter and spring. Additionally, she also participates in the mock trial club at Oliver Ames. She works as a camp counselor during the summer and gives back to the Easton field hockey program by volunteering at youth field hockey camps. Amy Slamba. Amy plays varsity ice hockey on the girls' team here at OA. She's also co-president of book club and is a member of biology club, Model UN, debate club, and science team. Outside of school, she volunteers in and with her church and throughout the community with various organizations. Amaya Smith. Amaya participates in 4 varsity sports, field hockey and wrestling as an athlete, and lacrosse and football as a manager. Additionally, she manages the rugby club and is co-president of the Multicultural Club. Outside of school, Amaya volunteers with various organizations and works with the Child Development Program. Madeline Stewart. Madeline is a 3-season varsity athlete in the track and cross-country programs at OA. She is an elected captain for the 2024 cross-country season and is a 2-year Hockomock League All-Star. She's a dedicated student and spends time volunteering at Immaculate Conception Church, where she has taught CCD since her freshman year. Maxwell Sue. Maxwell is a 3-year member of both the OA baseball and music programs, playing catcher in baseball and the trumpet for band. Maxwell was a Southeast District first-tier trumpet player for 3 years in a row and regularly plays for a local church. By joining NHS, he hopes to continue to strive for excellence both in and out of school. Joseph Sweeney. Joseph is a member of Best Buddies and has served on the board since freshman year. He's a member of OA Mock Trial, Model United Nations, Investment Club, and the golf team. Joseph is the former president of the class of 2025. Outside of school, Joseph tutors students and regularly volunteers at his church. Ava Tracia. Ava is a member of the OA varsity softball team and robotics team. When not at school, she's either at JM Pet Resort, where she has worked as an animal care specialist for the past year, or playing club softball for South Shore Chaos. Ava Vieira. Ava is the president of the school's 84 Club. Additionally, she is an elected student council representative as well as a member of DECA and UNICEF. She has cheered for the fall and winter cheer teams for 3 years. Ava is a competitive dancer at Ed Studio of Dance and has danced there for 15 years. She also volunteers there 3 hours a week teaching dance to younger kids. Evan Wisnoskis. Evan is a software captain of the Iron Tigers robotics team at OA, where he can pursue his passion of computer programming. As a part of this position, he helps incoming younger students develop software programming skills. Additionally, he is an active member of the Oliver Ames Music Department, participating in marching band and jazz band, playing the trombone and French horn. He wishes to continue completing community service projects that help clean public spaces in the community. Nicholas Wagner. Nicholas is a 2-year varsity member for the OA tennis team. Nick is a member of Investment Club and Disc Golf Club. Outside of school, Nick enjoys volunteering at the Mansfield Animal Shelter every Thursday. He is looking forward to becoming an NHS member. Sonia Werk. Sonia is the leader of the Oliver Ames Sign Language Club and recently started a diversity presentation series called Beyond the Stereotype. She also volunteers at the Mansfield Kumon Math and Reading Center, where she enjoys helping students learn. Ben Weeks. Ben is a robotics captain, a member of the varsity lacrosse team, a member of Model UN, and a member of Tiger Productions at OA. Ben enjoys sports such as snowboarding, wakeboarding, and mountain biking. In the summer, he spends his time working as a camp counselor at Camp Shriver. Alexis Weintraub. Alexis is a varsity gymnast and has an extreme passion for music. She's a USA Level 8 competitive gymnast, competes for the Oliver Ames team during the winter season, and also coaches gymnastics for kids ages 4 through 14. Alexis has played clarinet for 9 years, plays saxophone for the OA Jazz Band, and is involved in the Triumph Music Honor Society, Best Buddies Program, Careers Club, OA Jewish Culture Club, and is a member of the Peer Leaders Program. Owen Woodward. Owen is a 3-season student athlete who participates in cross-country, winter track, and spring track. Owen also participates in Investment Club and Best Buddies. He volunteers to help at track meets where help is needed and helps around his community by cleaning yards and walking dogs. Owen also continues to strive for good grades in his AP and honors level classes. Stella Zakos. Stella is co-president of Active Minds, elected school council representative, varsity singles tennis player for OA, vice president of the Greek Orthodox Youth Association of America, and a member of ADL Peer Leaders. She's also an avid member of clubs such as Executive Board, Envirothon, Model Senate, Model United Nations, American Sign Language Club, Careers Club, and Book Club. Stella spends her time outside of school participating in athletic events, volunteering for We Do Care, tutoring, and singing. Olga Zaruladu. At school, Olga participates as a member in the American Sign Language Club, engages as an elected student council representative, and plays in the varsity field hockey team. Olga is also involved with her church community, where she functions as a secretary of the Annunciation Greek Orthodox Church Youth Group, has been the leader for her Greek dance group for 4 years, and orchestrates charitable church events. The candidates will now recite the National Honor Society Pledge. Candidates, please repeat the pledge after me. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected, striving in every way, by word and deed, to make its ideals, the ideals of my school,
Jared, are you okay? I burned your hair a little. Let me see that. I got some Moroccan oil. All right, guys, you can put it back on. You can't roll it on. She's good. Thank you, guys. You guys can sit. Don't worry about the kids. Good job. Thank you.
Please repeat the last 2 lines of the National Honor Society Pledge. The ideals of my school, and of my life.
Congratulations to all the inductees. I will now read your names to claim your certificates. Olga Zaruladu. Stella Zakos. Owen Woodward. Alexis Weintraub. Ben Weeks. Sonia Warwick. Nicholas Wagner. Evan Visnoskis. Ava Vieira. Ava Tracia. Joseph Sweeney. Maxwell Sue. Madeline Stewart. Amaya Smith. Amy Slamba. Summer Silverman. Aaliyah Rodriguez. Evelyn Robinson. Avery Rivers. Anthony Rhodes. Rachel Reardon. Caitlin Peliquin. Sean O'Rourke. Tu Nguyen. Marvel Nimmer. Samantha Meyer. Mackenzie Merrill. Jackson Mercieri. Isha Murchia. Addison McDonough. Karina Baru. Erin Baru. Nathaniel Mizuka. Puji Luo. Hannah Lee. Z. Leach. Taylor Lawless. Joseph Kidd. Lily Kerr. Kian Kabir. Victoria Juska. V. Huynh. Abigail Holmes. Ava Hartman. Julia Hansen. Caroline Hansen. Lily Griffith. Jared Grant. Braylon Graham. Jacqueline Gilbride. Hannah Gauthier. Emma Gavin. Gianluca Garofolo. Cade Fowler. Deanna Flaherty. Rhea Fisher. Abigail Fisher. Benjamin Feeney. Hannah Farber. Lynn Elhayek. Alexander Ephraimides. Gianna Earl. Patrick Dolan. Robert Dobbin. Patrick DeLugri. Kira Delamere. Piper Cushing. Bryn Cushing. James Krebens. Colin Costello. Jared Cohen. Franklin Chen. Colleen Carey. Ella Khaleesi. Abigail Borden. Emily Bolia. Ava Barth. Anastasia Athenides. Cameron Texera. Jiva Segaran. Callie Puskar. Olivia Petrillo.
And I'm very pleased to add Colleen Carey.
The secretary will now read the names of the inductees, and they will now recognize a teacher who has had a profound impact on them throughout their academic and personal life.
At this time, the new members of the National Honor Society would like to recognize someone who had had a profound impact on them in the area of leadership, scholarship, character, or service. Each of the new members will rise when I say his or her name. They will face the audience and address the person to whom they have given a special invitation to tonight's induction. Honored guest, would you please stand up as your name is announced? A member of the National Honor Society will bring you a certificate of appreciation. Olivia Petrello.
Tonight, I would like to thank Mr. Dyer for always being able to help with English essays and college supplements.
Callie Pushkar.
I would like to thank Mr. Cahill for not only being a teacher for the past 4 years, but also being someone I could always go to.
Jiva Segaran.
I would like to thank Mr. Schusler for teaching me what English is really about in his own way. Him being my teacher made me realize English is not always about writing essays, but using your own imagination to truly write how you feel.
Cameron Texera.
I would like to thank Mr. Schusler, who's not only a great English teacher, but he taught me about life and its values.
Anastasia Athenides.
I would like to thank the advisor of the Gender Sexuality Alliance, Mrs. St. Mary, for creating such a safe and supportive environment. Without her, I would never discover my love for activism and making a difference in the community. Thank you.
Ava Barth.
I would like to thank Ms. Canberra for her support and guidance. Thank you for inspiring me every day to be the best version of myself and to never give up on my dreams.
Emily Boyer.
I would like to thank Mrs. Spillane tonight because she not only has supported me as a coach, but as a teacher as well. She's helped me to learn to persevere even when it was challenging, and she's someone that I can always feel comfortable going to. I truly appreciate her.
Abigail Borden.
I would like to thank Ms. Hunt for being such a positive role model for me the last couple of years, and she's helped me to not only become a better student, but a better person.
Ella Khaleesi.
I would like to thank Mrs. Baxter for your great kindness. You always seemed to know when your students were struggling and what they needed without us even having to say what we needed, and you were always there to help us.
Colleen Carey.
I would like to thank Miss Ryan for always motivating me and helping me when I need it.
Franklin Shen.
I would like to thank Mrs. Schleicher for teaching and believing in me, taking one of the hardest courses at the school, and giving me opportunities I would otherwise not have had.
Jared Cohen.
I'd like to thank Mr. Goldberg for being a great teacher and always wanting what's best for me and all of his students.
Colin Costello.
I would like to thank Mr. Sullivan for being a great biology teacher and always checking in on me when I see him in the hallways.
James Cremens.
I would like to thank Mr. Shervish. His support has meant the world to me.
Bryn Cushion.
I would like to thank Mrs. Morani for always encouraging her students to push themselves and dig deeper into the literature, which has allowed me to have a deeper appreciation of English and how it applies to everyday life.
Piper Cushion.
Tonight, I'm honoring Mr. Souza because I appreciate that although my schedule is tough, he still finds ways to allow me to be involved in his club and do what I love most.
Kira Delmere.
I would like to thank Mrs. Kenny for always inspiring me to be my best self. You are who I picture when I think of an amazing teacher.
Patrick Delugri.
I would like to thank Miss Canberra for always supporting me and wanting what's best for me, and for her chocolate chip cookies.
Robert Dobbin.
I would like to honor Mr. Abar for teaching me skills that I use every day and wanting to make me learn, and also excelling in his academics, but having a good time while doing it too. Thank you.
Patrick Dolan.
I'd like to thank my advisory teacher, Mr. Sharkey, for always having a positive attitude and cheering up the room.
Gianna Earl.
I would like to thank Mrs. Macrinos for always having a positive attitude and keeping the environment in her classroom always fun and engaging. Thank you for being such an amazing role model.
Alexander Ephraimides.
I'd like to thank Mr. Abar for being a very relatable teacher and inspiring me to want to be a history teacher myself.
Lynn Hayek.
I would like to thank Ms. Hunt for being so supportive and for everything she's done for me in the past 3 years.
Hannah Farber.
I would like to thank Mrs. Morani for helping me improve my writing skills and inspiring me to love English.
Benjamin Feeney.
I would like to thank Miss Sapp. I look forward to your class every day, and I really appreciate your feedback.
Abigail Fisher.
I would like to thank Ms. Souza for just being an overall great teacher to me the past 2 years. She's inspired me to become a much better writer and is always there to help and encourage me when needed.
Rhea Fisher.
Thank you, Mr. Mulcahy, for challenging and encouraging me in my academic journey. I will always be grateful for the time and effort you put into teaching me. Your class has always been one of my favorites.
Sienna Flaherty.
I'd also like to thank Mr. Mulcahy. Sorry. Thank you for creating such an engaging learning environment and making such a great connection with all your students and making time for them.
Gianluca Garofolo.
I would like to thank Mr. Goldberg for continuously supporting me throughout my project and through my academics. and as well as being a continuous support for my growth as a person.
Emma Gavin.
I would like to thank Mr. Sullivan for being a great teacher who made every class fun and always inspired me to do my best.
Hannah Gauthier.
I'd like to thank Miss Kenny. Miss Kenny is a pillar in the Oliver Ames community. She inspires me with her perseverance. Thank you.
Jacqueline Gilbride.
I would like to thank Ms. Souza for creating an inclusive and engaging learning environment. Her support and encouragement, both in and out of the classroom, has motivated me to strive for the best.
Braylon Graham.
Tonight I choose to honor Mr. Turgeon. This is my first year in Mr. Turgeon's class, but I've enjoyed every fun and challenging aspect of it. His classes made me think in new ways and taught me so much thus far. Thank you, Mr. Turgeon, for helping me understand and creating an engaging AP environment.
Jared Grant.
I want to thank Mr. Lobo for helping me grow as an engineer and as a person.
Lily Griffith.
I would like to thank Mr. Benson for being my teacher since 4th grade, encouraging me to become a better musician, and teaching me that mistakes happen, you just have to learn from them. Thank you.
Caroline Hansen.
I would like to thank Ms. Hunt for being a teacher that is always there for me and for creating such a welcoming and caring environment.
Julia Hansen.
Tonight I would like to honor Ms. Macrinos for being such a positive and welcoming teacher. Although only having her for 1 year, I am so lucky to have you teach a subject I love most. Thank you.
Ava Hartman.
I want to thank Mrs. Baxter for the positive impact that she had and continues to have on me. She's always supported me and looked out for me, and I'm extremely grateful.
Abigail Holmes.
I'd like to thank Ms. Shea for teaching me so much and creating a classroom environment where I can really be myself.
V. Wen.
I would like to honor Mr. Smith for being such a compassionate guide and counselor. I came here to the United States with all the questions in the world, and you are always there to support, answer my question, and encourage me. Thank you so much, Ms. Smith.
Victoria Juska.
I would like to honor Mr. Benson for being an amazing band teacher since 4th grade. He taught me how much music means in my life and to find the instrument that suits me best.
Kian Kabir.
I'd like to thank my engineering teacher, Mr. Lobo. You make learning fun and always look forward to your class. Thank you.
Liliana Kerr.
I would like to thank Ms. Kenny for not only being a great teacher, but a great role model too. I'm so grateful I got the chance to have you as a teacher.
Taylor Lawless.
I would like to thank Mr. Mulcahy for inspiring me to pursue the medical field in college and supporting me through my achievements and challenges.
Z. Leach.
I would like to thank Mr. Sharkey for encouraging my interest not only in the French language, but culture and history. He makes French an enjoyable class that I look forward to every day.
Hannah Lee.
I would like to thank Mr. Korn for being such a humble and caring teacher. I really appreciate you and all your wisdom of communicating in an orchestra, expressing emotion and character, and finding enjoyment in creating music.
Pucci Luo.
I'd like to thank Mr. Schussler for being a great teacher who has made me truly love English.
Nathaniel Mazuka.
I'd like to thank Mr. Lobo. He's always helped me out when I was stumped on a problem, and there's never a dull moment in your class.
Aaron Burrow.
Tonight, I would like to honor my sophomore and junior year Spanish teacher, Mrs. Sharkey. Your passion for Spanish inspires me to be just as dedicated in everything I accomplish.
Karina Burrow.
I would personally like to thank Mrs. Siegel for creating a classroom environment where I was encouraged to be curious and go outside my comfort zone.
Addison McDonough.
I would like to honor my sophomore year English teacher, Mrs. Souza, for creating a thoughtful and inspiring learning environment. Thank you for challenging me and seeing my full potential in an engaging way.
Isha Murchia.
I would like to thank Ms. Shea for always believing in me. Over the years, you have always provided me with support, and I would not be the student or person I am without you.
Jackson Mersheri.
I would like to thank my science teacher, Ms. Macrinos, for all she has done for me in the past 2 years. I'm very grateful to be a student of yours, and I've always looked forward to your classes. Thank you for teaching me something new every day.
Mackenzie Merrill.
I would like to thank Mrs. Neely because even though I was never the best at Spanish, she always gave me the opportunity to grow and the confidence to try. This has helped me so much throughout all of high school and will continue to help me the rest of my life. Thank you.
Samantha Meyer.
I would like to thank Mrs. Sharkey for creating such an uplifting classroom environment that makes learning Spanish fun. It is a joy to get to be in your class each day.
Marvel Nemmer.
I would like to thank Mr. Korn. Mr. Korn has taught me a plethora of life lessons through a uniquely musical lens. I can't wait to continue my cello journey with Mr. Korn and orchestra. Thank you, Mr. Korn.
Tu Nguyen.
I would like to thank Mrs. Macrinas for being my amazing role model these past 3 years. You've helped me grow as a leader and a person, and helping me find my love for biology.
Sean O'Rourke.
I'd like to thank Ms. Dulette. You make me look forward to going to advisory every day, and I really appreciate the effort you put in for us students.
Caitlin Poliquin.
I would like to thank Mrs. Almeida for providing me with so many opportunities to learn and grow as a student and as a person.
Rachel Reardon.
I would like to thank Mrs. Pratt for always being such an amazing mentor and always pushing me to the best version of myself. You've inspired me in so many different ways. Thank you so much.
Avery Rivers.
I'd like to thank Miss Almeida for being an inspiring role model. She has not only helped me become a better student, but a better person as well.
Evelyn Robinson.
I'd like to thank Mrs. Morani because she creates a welcoming classroom environment and is always engaged in her teaching. Thank you for being not only a great teacher, but an inspiring role model.
Aaliyah Rodriguez.
I want to thank Senora Sharkey not only for teaching me another language, but for showing me culture and perspective, and taking me on a journey around the world from a classroom, which I could always look forward to attending to. Te apreciaré siempre, which means I appreciate you always.
Summer Silverman.
I would like to honor Miss Sylvia, who I'm also lucky enough to have as a coach. Thank you for inspiring me and pushing me to be a better person on and off the field.
Amy Slomba.
I'd like to thank Mr. Goldberg for creating a fun, engaging, and inclusive environment for not only me, but all of his students. Thank you for all the laughter and learning these past 2 years. Not only do I know more American history, but I know more about tasteful music and how to be a respectful person.
Amaya Smith.
Miss Campbell, you are a strong pillar of support for me at OA. You have challenged me to be the best student I can be, and I could not be any more grateful to have you as a mentor. You rock. Thank you.
Madeline Stewart.
I'd like to thank Ms. De Silva for being the best support system and mentor I could ask for.
Maxwell Sue.
I would like to thank Mr. Sunderland for going above and beyond as my advisory teacher these past 3 years. Whether it was getting us donuts or taking us bowling, you have shown a generosity and a kindness that I can only hope to aspire to.
Joseph Sweeney.
I would like to thank Mr. Cahill for always making business class fun, as well as teaching me valuable life lessons, even if it means going a little off script.
Ava Tricia.
I would like to thank Miss Doulette for being the best assistant softball coach ever.
Ava Vieira.
I would like to thank Ms. Shea for always encouraging me to do nothing less than my best and being a person to always listen to the highs and lows of my day. Thank you.
Evan Visnauskas.
I'd like to honor Mr. Sullivan as he helped me grow and persevere through a really difficult part of my life. He was always very understanding and supportive, which helped me navigate and overcome my anxieties.
Nicholas Wagner.
I'd like to thank Mr. Abar for genuinely caring about the subjects that he teaches and for always keeping his class engaging.
Sonia Warwick.
I would like to thank my first grade teacher, Mrs. Carroll. Thank you, Mrs. Carroll, for instigating my love for school and fueling my passion for learning.
Benjamin Weeks.
I want to give a big shout out and thanks to Mrs. Kenny. She's always been there whenever I needed some guidance in my life, whether that was in her class last year or the time spent in advisory every day.
Alexis Weintraub.
I would like to thank Mr. Benson. Mr. Benson is the most devoted teacher that I've ever met, and I've had the privilege of being his student for 8 years. He is the reason that I've continued my passion for music and why I have learned the true value in hard work. Thank you, Mr. B.
Owen Woodward.
I just want to thank Miss Doulette for being an amazing chemistry teacher. I also want to thank her for making a positive and engaging learning environment.
Stella Zakos.
I would like to recognize Mr. Turgeon this evening. This is my second year in his class, and he has taught me that school and education is so much more than grades. He has inspired all of us to always ask questions, no matter what they are and what they're about, to always push harder and to think and to consider everything, and he's inspired us all to be better human beings. Thank you, Mr. Turgeon.
Olga Zaruladu.
I would like to thank Mr. Korn, not only for being a great teacher, but also a great person. Over the past 3 years, his class has led me to be inspired and also for my passion for music to grow immensely, and I thank you for everything.
Congratulations to all the new inductees.
I would like to say a final congratulations to all of the new members of the Oliver Ames chapter of the National Honor Society. Please enjoy some refreshments out in the atrium. Thank you all so much for coming.